Ready to play?
I didn't come to play. I came to win. Now let's play.
It's been a long trek, but wait a second. Who is that? Did the vampires beat me here? Slowly, Serana.
What's that? I can feel some kind of power from it.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here. I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the great chantry of Auriel.
This cave is a temple to Auriel?
Auriel, Auriel, Alkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves.
Snow Elves? You're a Falmer?
I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed.
I imagine you know why we're here.
Of course. You're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
What type of assistance do you need?
I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother.
Kill your brother? Why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the Betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen.
What exactly did the Betrayed do?
They swept into the chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause.
Didn't you fight back?
The chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the Betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
You don't even know if he's alive.
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Have you tried getting into the inner sanctum?
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the Betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
What way shrine are you talking about?
Yes, let me show you.
This altar is your way shrine?
So this is Snow Elf magic. Incredible.
It's definitely something else.
Structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Auriel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the Initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
So how many more way shrines are there?
There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the Chantry.
These caves must be massive.
Caves? Oh no. The Chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the Initiate's ewer.
So I need to fill this at each way shrine?
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
I'll be off then.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
I do actually have a couple questions.
Questions? I expected as much.
Who exactly were your people?
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
It appears the Nords won.
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves, and when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price. The blinding of our race.
Everyone couldn't have possibly agreed to that.
There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain.
So what turned your people into the betrayed?
I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin. Certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become.
Why weren't the Snow Elves here affected?
The Chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene.
So that's why you retained your sight?
Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords. Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people.
You mean the betrayed?
Yes. They swarmed the Chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance. I assumed that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
Are there others here like you?
Verther and myself are the only 2 Snow Elves that remain.
I see. Thank you. I guess I will be off.
May Auriel keep you free from harm.
I hate teleporting.
That wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer now.
I think it's this cavern. It's maybe not as open. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh my
Taurus. Great. Well, one taken care of. Of course, when there's Chorus, there's generally Falmer.
Who's there?
Speak
Done and done.
of the Snow Elf.
I think that's another way shrine up there. Here we go.
And there's the Spectre.
Welcome, Initiate. This is the Way Shrine of Illumination. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Auriel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Yes, I am.
Then behold Auriel's gift, my child. May it light your path as you seek tranquility within the inner sanctum.
All right. One down. Another portal to go. Is that a... That looks like a troll and a giant had some weird offspring. Well, no point in leaving it around here. Let's see how...
Where'd you come from?
And that didn't do anything. Alright, Mr. Giant. Let's see how you do against my Atronach. That was good. This really is not good. Come on, you have to be dead now. That actually worked. I'm surprised. Alright. Serrano, let's find those last way shrines and we'll be done with this. That should fill the ewer. And I take it this is where we go?
That has to be the place. I've never seen a building like that before. It looks like some kind of temple. By the blood.
The architecture resembles some of the Iliad ruins back in Cyrodiil.
This is a statue of Auriel, but it's using the older signs of his power. This temple must be ancient. The bow has to be in here.
I hope so. Question is, where? Here's the entrance. No entryway, but there's an indentation here, maybe? Oh. Suppose this is where the water goes. Do I walk into the light? Apparently so. Alright, Serena. What happened here? Looks like Falmer and Chorus, who have been frozen. But
These Falmer, they're frozen in the ice. I wonder how long they've been like this. And I thought the soul care was creepy.
something doesn't seem right about this. There's air blowing through here. Perhaps a way outside. Well, only one way down. Wait a second. What is that? More frozen Falmer, but a throne?
Did you really come here expecting to claim Auriel's bow? You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me.
My companion, Serana.
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Definitely a trap. Something's not right. These aren't normal Falmer.
An impressive display, but a wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's falling down the ceiling!
Watch it, Serana. Oh. Tell you to watch it and almost gets me. And of course, these Falmer can't just end. And this one.
This has gone on long enough.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, great. Why do these Falmer have wings on them?
No! I won't let you ruin centuries of preparation!
That's new.
Are you alright? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
That hurt. Another way shrine.
Enough, Richter. Give us the bow.
How dare you! I was the arch-curate of Auriel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Auriel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Auriel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Auriel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Auriel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Auriel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You're waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery!
Where'd you come from?
Bertha, you may have magic, but my blood was made for killing magic users. It's time you face the light. Come on, we're bringing your body before your brother.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Werther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
The betrayed weren't to blame.
What? What are you talking about?
He was a vampire. He controlled them.
A vampire? I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Why?
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
You're welcome.
You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the Chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
Thank you. Here it is. Auriel's bow.
It's not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
Well, what do we do now?
I think we both know. It's time to face my father. If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives.
He'll have to die.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not easy. But I don't think we have much of a choice. No, this has to end here and now.
Then let's face him. Together.
If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Time to bring the Dawn Guard together. To finish this.